Hey guys, Verlis here, and today we're looking at Doublade. Wait, yeah, Doublade. Okay, I wasn't reading that wrong. We're not looking at Aegislash today. Well, what I mean by that is you look at Doublade, and everyone's just like, Aegislash is such a strong Pokemon, everyone needs to use him. And I mean, people are saying this regardless of my Aegislash video. He is incredibly strong. A lot of teams have him or need him as like an offensive powerhouse, and Aegislash works in that if you outplay your opponent, they're going to lose. If you get outplayed by your opponent, either prediction-wise or just strength-wise, you're going to lose. He can make it to where you win or lose decisively or just get beaten up in the most humiliating way possible. What makes Doublade so strong is he almost does Aegislash's job, like as an offensive powerhouse, but from a safer standpoint. He doesn't get the extremes, but he has a very good defense, a very good attack, and a moderate special defense, and he's able to not be on as harsh of a spectrum. Doublade can set up and still do really well, but he doesn't have as much of an opportunity to get outplayed like an Aegislash. Other than that, though, it's pretty much you want to go with the same thing. Protect, Swords Dance, and 2 offensive moves. Whether it's Sacred Sword, Iron Head, Night Slash, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw. There's a lot of options you can take with him. I personally like Doublade because you can use a safe Shadow Sneak on him. Shadow Sneak on Aegislash, if you don't kill your opponent, you're dead because now you're not in defensive form. Doublade, he doesn't have any forms, so he's going to stay a tanky powerhouse while having access to Shadow Sneak. It's pretty cool. Looking at all the other things he can do, what you want to do is put an Eviolite on him. Eviolite boosts his defense from 438 over 600. If you decide to max out his defense. I don't know why you would, but he has the potential to have over 600 natural defense with an Eviolite. Special defense. If you choose to max that out, he gets over 300, which is probably the choice to go. Get a special defense nature, give him that Eviolite, get his defense up to about 200, which means you only need, let's try to do some math here, like 180 EVs. So put 180 into special defense with the special defense nature. Put everything. He doesn't have the greatest attack. Everything to hit points. You know, 240, 248, 252, all that, and then the rest in defense. I think that'd be 128 if you max everything out, or something. Math. So I think it'd actually be closer to 100. But anyway, so what you get from this is almost 600 defense, like at least 550. And over 300 special defense while having 322 health. Attack doesn't matter. By the time you get that first or second Swords Dance, anything in your way is kind of going to go away. It's also better because he is almost a counter to Aegislash, depending on how it's playing. If Aegislash is using Shadow Sneak, Aegislash is going to hop out of his defensive form and be an offensive form. Well, the offensive form makes it to where that when you counterattack, because you're slower than Aegislash, when you counterattack, you're going to be doing full damage, and he wasn't able to get full damage on you while you're a defensive tank. Other cool things that that Doublade can do. I found it really interesting when Doublade gets access to Power Trick before he evolves into Aegislash. And it made me wonder, I'm like, why would you do that? Power Trick does literally nothing on Aegislash. You swap the stats, and then they swap back. It has 0 use. It's kind of hilarious. However, Power Trick on Doublade turns him into a tankier Aegislash constantly. So what you're doing is you're swapping out that 500 defense for 400 defense, and then you're giving yourself monstrous attack, more attack. So it's kind of an interesting thing that you can stay tankier than Aegislash because the Eviolite just makes you tankier. Get Aegislash's level of attack, have like an in-between for special defense, and then be able to do what Aegislash does, and better, from a safer standpoint. I think it's pretty cool. So, that's what I think about it. You can use him, you cannot use him. He's a good counter to Aegislash for sure. He's a defensive powerhouse, and he has some moderately good special defense. So, hope you guys like this video. Thumbs up, comment, all that. I bet you guys weren't actually expecting Doublade to be on the OP list, but he made it because he's actually really strong and a lot safer than Aegislash. So, I mean, if you're not a technically advanced Pokemon player to where you can outpredict your opponent 90% of the time and master Aegislash, Doublade is for you, and he is still really strong. So, Hope you liked this video, and have a nice day.